Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 3. And apparently this is just going to be a whole backstory on Gojo, I'm guessing, and some other characters. So we kind of start with Rico finding out that Kiori essentially got kidnapped by somebody. We don't really know who that is. Um, and did they? I assumed the episode at this point in time was going to be about going and getting her back because Rico wants to say goodbye. Essentially, she's going to get erased essentially or assimilated, whatever you want to call it. Um, so I thought initially, that's what this whole episode was going to be about. But then they just save her super quick, and then it becomes a slight beach episode where they're just hanging out, playing around. Um, they decided, Gojo and Gujaro, I believe it is, decided let's take her here. Let's have a fun time, do whatever she wants because within a day or so, she's going to become Tengen and it's just going to be one kind of giant mess. She's not going to remember anything anymore. She's going to be fully assimilated, and there's really nothing more you can do about it. So they're just kind of hanging out at the beach. Everything seems to be okay, fine, and dandy. And we get this like little several minute sequence that I'm hoping you're seeing on the screen of her just, going to museums, eating good food, going to an aquarium, just really having a grand old time, doing some tandem kayaking, essentially just enjoying her last day. Uh, so then it becomes time to, go to Jujutsu High School where, she's going to merge with Tengen and she should be very protected there because, there's a giant barrier and everything. Uh, and Fujigiro's, who I'm assuming it's his dad or relative or something, we don't know yet. He essentially had this master plan with Star and the people that are trying to save her, people that are trying to capture her, people that are trying to kill her, all of those crazy other bounty hunter people. He wore down Gojo because he didn't sleep for a couple of days, and he was able to stab Gojo through the chest, which, based on my unfortunate recording screen right now, you may or may not be seeing. I won't be able to fully tell afterwards. I'm having some issues with the screen recording at the moment. Next time, I will be sure to do it on my desktop as opposed to my very old laptop. I'm just going to have to suck it up and merge the audio and the video, so I apologize in advance. Stabs Gojo through the chest. Apparently not really a big deal. Didn't hit any of his vital organs. But he also has a weapon that essentially undoes the attack, basically undoes the jujutsu of any sorcerer. So they do an attack, and this blade essentially defeats it. It essentially blocks out the attack, and there's really nothing you can do about it. And that's essentially all she wrote with this attack. So we get into this really cool fight. Gojo is already tired. He's already beat up, and they're fighting. He thinks everything's going to be fine. He can't sense his cursed energy, so he senses the curse that's on this guy's shoulders, and I guess it's reverse curse energy or something. His technique is kind of confusing, but he's super fast, super OP, and has a weapon that can kill Gojo. Is the gist of it. And we know, obviously, because this is set in the past, Gojo is alive. But we end with Gojo extremely cut up on the ground, covered in blood, assuming that he's dead. So Ojiro then takes Rico down to where Tengen is, basically says, you have to walk from here. Only people that are invited are allowed in this separate barrier. And Fujiguro ends up doing terrible things. If I can get to the image. Basically, Gojiro asked, if you don't want to do it, we're not going to force you to do it. No big deal. we'll basically walk you out of here. You can go back to your friends. You can go back to Kiori. And she essentially says, yeah, like I don't want to do this. I thought I was okay with this, but you made it plain and simple that I don't have to do it. And then she gets shot in the head. So yeah, she's dead. We're 4 episodes in, and she's dead. It's kind of messed up, being that she essentially agreed that she wasn't gonna do it, and then she ends up dying anyway. But this Fujiguro relative, whoever this dude is, the sorcerer killer, as they called him in a previous episode, that was his mission. His mission was to kill her. He completed the mission. Um, and then Gujiro then asks him, why are you here? So I'm wondering if he was part of this mission with her as well. Like maybe he was like, okay, I can trick people into thinking I'm helping her. In reality, it'll be fine if she dies. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get her of her own free will. To not go, because me and Gojo essentially agreed that if her own free will, if she decides she doesn't want to do it, we're the two strongest sorcerers, so we'll be able to just fight Tengen and whatever. That I think is the plan. I'm thinking Gojiro here. Um, that would like he would basically his plan was to give her life back. I think that was the gist of it, but I don't know if that to be 100% factual or not. We then end with what is going to be a fight next episode between Gojiro and Fujiguro. Um, so that'll be interesting to see. But because basically he said he killed Gojo, and obviously there's some sort of rivalry between him and Gojo, so he's probably pissed. Like he's probably super pissed. Like why did you kill him? I wanted to fight him. You shouldn't have done that. Things along those lines. So I mean that's kind of where we end the episode. Um, I don't know if we're going to see Yuji, Itadori, um, and the gang. I really don't. Fujigomi. If I'm trying, I think I'm mixing up some names here. I might be a little bit. I apologize. I should have looked at the character sheet before I started recording this, but it is what it is. And I don't think we're. I think this is just going to be one big backstory, or maybe the first core is going to be backstory, and the second core is going to be, like okay, this is where your main villain came from, type scenario. That's my guess. How did Mojiro become the main villain? That's what I'm wondering. Is if that's how this is going to end? Is basically is okay. This is how he became the main villain. So it's kind of a backstory between Gojo and him. I really don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen or how this is going to end. But that's pretty much it. I'm guessing first 12 episodes probably Gojo backstory, and then next 12 will be a continuation. Um, I mean, I was unaware that this was going to be some sort of Gojo backstory. I thought, oh, okay, it's an episode or two. But no, we're 3 episodes deep. Definitely going to be 4 episodes deep. Probably longer. Um, and it was kind of confusing at first. Now it's getting into the action, so I'm starting to enjoy it more again. But definitely confused as to why there wasn't, like, something indicating it. Maybe it's because, I didn't really see much trailer-wise for it. The movie that, Jujutsu Zero, didn't really indicate that it was going to be this route. But, whatever. I guess stop thinking about it, sit back and enjoy it, and let's see how Gojo ends up not dying from that attack, because that'll be interesting. But, I mean, we already obviously know he's not dead, being that this is set in the past, and he's alive in the future. So, no need to worry there. It doesn't, no, it's like, yeah, sure, it's kind of a terrible thing. You just saw Gojo get cut to pieces, but at the same time, it's like, who cares, whatever, because I know he's still alive. So let's give this one 8 out of 10, because I just really enjoyed the action sequence. It's kind of getting back to the first season with all the in the movie with some of the action sequences, which is what a lot of people love about this show. The aesthetics as well. Lots of pretty things. So there you go. There you have it. That's my review. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button on your way out, and as always, have a good one.